Well, hello. Welcome to my stream. I'm George. You can find me as Gulkero in various Amiga forums. Welcome, it's Friday. We are live on Twitch. One more stream about classic Amigas and PiStorm running on this 1200. Please let me know if the video is fine or you have any problems with the audio, because just a few minutes before I started with the stream I had some network issues, so please let me know if everything is fine on your end. Hello Aris Amiga, hello G277, welcome to the stream. Glad I have you here. So today we are going to have a look on the problem that I had last week with this Amiga that was not booting anymore, and what exactly I did to solve that issue. And then the rest of the stream is going to be gaming. We are going to see a lot of games, how they run with the PiStorm, how fast is the PiStorm, and things like that. Chito says everything is fine, glad to be here. Me too, man. Thanks for being here. So, if you recall from the last stream, I did some extractions in the game's partition, and at some point that stopped working, and then when I tried to boot the Amiga, it didn't work. Actually, there was a problem with the partition, but it might be it was not that the system was not booting, but it was taking a lot of time to mount the partition. So let me show you what I did. If you remember, when I was going into the early startup, let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. When you go to the Amiga early startup control, last week I was able to disable the SDH3, and by doing that I could boot the AmigaOS just fine. So to solve that issue and to understand where the problem was, I did that. And I found situations like that quite crucial for everyone to understand how they can solve problems like the one that we had the previous week. So by doing that, the game's partition is not enabled, so it will not be mounted in the system. But if you go to the tools hard disk toolbox and you get into the hard disk, you will see the partition is already there. What I did was to disable the system to auto mount it, and that is a choice that you can have, that you can find in advanced options, change, and here there is a checkbox that says auto mount this partition. So I disabled that. Okay, save changes to drive, exit. By doing that, I will keep the partition enabled, but the system will not try to mount it. And that will show me if actually the partition, the system had problem with mounting the partition or with the partition itself. In the latter situation, I would try to delete the partition and set up everything from scratch. But what I tried, it was, since it is not auto mounted, I tried to go to the system and use the mounter myself and see what is happening with with that partition. To have that working, though, you have to check the tool types and make sure that the device is the one that is used for the PiStorm, which is brcm-sdh.device. Usually this is the value that we have here is SCSI.device. So by changing that and running Mounder, you will see the hard disks. The second hard disk is the one that we are using from the Amiga side. So I'm going to click on that and select the partition that had those problems and click mount. You will see that now it mounted that quite fast. But last Friday that I had those issues, that step took a lot of time. Around, I think around 7-8 minutes to complete. And probably that has to do with fixes that the file system needed to do itself. And then the partition was working fine. Although that I had a look with Disk Doctor, if we open the shell and run Disk Doctor, if I write it correctly, if I remember how to write, SDH3, you will see that from the start it mentions some errors. Now, I will not let it finish because it will take a lot of time, but this kind of errors might not be fixable from Disk Doctor, and you might need to delete the partition and create a new one, or format it, maybe. So for now I didn't want to do it because the partition is working just fine. It doesn't seem that influences my system right now, so I will leave it as it is. Let me enable the auto mount again. Here. And that's how I solved the issue. So that makes me think that the actual problem was basically the mounting of the partition, the time that it was taking to mount. And because it was taking too much, I was thinking that okay, the system is not booting, and I was doing a reset, and that made things worse, I guess. So have that in mind. This is a way to find what exactly is wrong with the partition. If the involved partitions are more than one, maybe you have to do the same thing for other partitions and try to figure out what exactly is the problem. Cetus has a very clever process to pin down the problem. The huge archiving caused the problem. I don't think so. Maybe there is a bug in LHA. Maybe something that shows up after you do 100 extractions of files. I don't know. I don't think the problem is because I was extracting a lot of files, because it was not one huge file, let's say 2 gigabytes that you go and extract. You call all the time the LHA with files that are 2 megabytes, 1 megabyte, something like that. And the process is doing exactly that. It takes the file, extracts it, deletes the LHA, and then goes with the next one and the next one. I don't believe the problem is that. It's something that you could do manually. Okay. But the problem probably is something else. Something, I don't know, if you call LHA 100 times, it might fill up the stack or something. I'm not sure. So since since I solved that issue, and we can continue with the rest of the stream. My plan today is to show you to talk to you about igame. One friend, one user of igame, he has some issues on a PiStorm Amiga, and he created an issue on the GitHub of the project. So what I'm going to try today to do, if you remember the previous stream, I installed a lot of WHDLoad games here in the retro place. I have the whole collection of games like that, but it is difficult to go and find which game you want to play. So what I am using, I prefer to use, and maybe I am biased by that because I continue the maintenance of the program, is to use igame. And if you go to Aminet and download the program, okay, here is version 2.4.6. You can download it, let's say in RAM. And because that person, that user informed me about that problem, I said, okay, let's run it on the stream and see if that his problem is something that I could replicate. So be prepared, it might not work as expected. The problem that he has is that he executes and runs a game with WHDLoad, and then when he closes the game, shuts down the game, that starts again. So I'm going to install igame, intermediate, okay, AmigaOS 3, 6040, and show drives. I'm going to go to games here and create a new, igame is going to create a new folder automatically. English, okay, thanks. So let's run it. igame, okay, like that. Right, now I need to give it a repository first of all. So I'm going to add games, retroplays, games, add it, close, and first let's see here, we have directories, prefer igame, data, save stats on exit, use enter to filter, okay, fine. And I'm not showing any screenshots because I haven't copied any screenshots yet. So let's wait for a few seconds. It's pretty fast, so I don't believe that it will take a lot of time. And we can start a few games and see if we can replicate that problem. And then I'm going to show you how you can have better titles and better genres in your list, and how the categorization can be done automatically, and how we can have screenshots in our system. Let me see, I might need this MCIA card that I'm using, or let me see, do I have it here? No, I have it here, okay. All the needed files are here. Okay, so it finished 2,941 games. Remember that here I am using Magic User Interface 1. Snapshot, great. So let me start one game, for example this one. Okay, skip version. Oh, remember that the WHDLoad has issues when you are connected to the internet, so it might not start the game correctly. Actually, it seems that it crashed. Let me disconnect the PCMCIA and run it again. Weird. Let's see how it goes. Okay, games, igame, right, again the same game. WHDLoad starts. And the system crashed. No, actually, wait. Yeah, the system is working fine. But it seems the game doesn't have any music. Let me see. I was confused because it changes to the native screen. That's something I have to always remember. So the system didn't crash, but I changed to the native. Okay. Let me... Okay. It seems to work just fine. That is a great game that unfortunately was never completed. I don't know if you have played that at all. Okay, let's get out of here and let's see if that starts again. No, it seems that it works fine. Let's try another game, maybe this one. Okay, it works fine. Does it start again? No. So I'm thinking that this problem that the user has is something that has to do with his setup on or his Amiga. And that's what he mentioned to the GitHub issue is something that someone else also mentioned some time ago, which had to do something with some kind of patch that was keeping again and repeating the event to the magic user interface, because the way that igame is working is waits for the user to double click on a game in the list and then starts that game, which means that it takes that event and starts the game, right? So if that is repeating itself, something is going on with the system. Some kind of I don't know, some kind of patch is using some caching and to speed up some things, and it has that behavior. Cito says pass-through will be excellent addition. Exactly, yeah, it will be an excellent addition. Some people did something different to avoid having that problem and waiting for the pass-through. They took some kind of HDMI splitter, like the one that I have here, a pretty cheap one, that also has a button that switches from one input to the other, and they used it internally in the Amiga, and they connected where is the button? They connected somewhere on the chip in the Amiga that gets a signal that the native Amiga is having an image, and that automatically switches the output, switches the input, and the output is the one that they are using. And yeah, that was pretty clever. I'm looking into that, and maybe I'm going to, if I find that splitter, I might try to do it. Okay, let me start the game. It's Hurricane, eh? It has some loud music. So, igame works fine, but let's see how we can make it more interesting. And for that, we are going to use a package that is available in the hub English Amiga board Turan FTP server. This is created by a user with the username MR2VK, if I'm not wrong, and it's a package that includes screenshots for every game of the RetroPlays compilation, and also it has some files, the igame.data files, that can be used by igame and categorize the games into their specific genre, and also have the right title, the right information for every game. I hope it doesn't fail to auto mount again. And what I'm going to do is to, if it boots, what I'm going to do is to extract those files and show you how exactly you can use it. Maybe there is actually a problem with the device and or the SD memory. I'm going to try to copy that memory to another SD. The way that you can do it, the way that I'm doing like something like that, is to go on my PC and have the SD memory card there, and take an image of the whole memory of the SD, and then write this SD to another a new SD, and that will make an absolute copy of all the hard disk. And yeah, that's the method that I'm using to keep a backup of my system. Either it is this system or the one with the Blizzard. It's a good way to keep backups in case that something happens. At least you can get back all the files. Let me do what I described before and see if we can boot. But this is a very weird problem, because I'm using SD cards in my other 1200 for a lot of years, and I never had such an issue for a partition to not auto mount or something. Unless if it died completely. No signal. Okay. A new situation now. It didn't load the... You see the games is here. It mounted that just fine, but it didn't load the RTG. Okay. Let's see, is it going to boot now? Yeah, it did. Everything looks fine. Weird stuff with this Amiga. Yeah, I saw that green screen as well. Let's see if we can connect to the internet. Yes. Okay. And let's see what we can do. So I was saying, okay, we are online. I was saying that in Cure and FTP you can find a package named igame.data.zip, and that package is a little bit big. It has information about beta games, magazines, demos, games, everything is in there. And they are based on the RetroPlace compilation. So I'm going to extract everything in RAM. It's pretty fast because all the files are small, and I have here the games. Okay, now if I go to any of them, you will see that there is no files like igame.data or the image. There is nothing like that in here. Only the game from the collection. Okay, everything is done. This is the data that has this file, this archive, and if we go to one of them, let's say this one, you will see there is the igame.data, which is a text file that has information about the game. And let's see another, does it have the screenshots? No, this one has only the data. Okay, so we will not have the screenshots, I guess. Okay, so what I'm going to do is to go to here and take all the folders that's is from my RAM disk, like that, and copy them into the games in my hard disk. Now 9,700 files, yes, because it includes demos, it includes games, beta games, and everything. Let's see if we can visit the Turan FTP from the browser. Actually, let's go here, tab, Turan FTP. Okay. Proceed. As you can see, it still copies the files, and what I have seen in general, when there is disk activity, the speed of the system gets really down. Ars Amiga, yeah, that's a lot of files, but that's the collection because it includes almost everything that is based on WHDLoad. So that's not the page that I am looking for. Let's see something else. So PiStorm is blazing fast as long as you don't use the hard disk, because it seems that it blocks your system. Chitu says, are you not a directory Opus 4 fan? So much copy and archiving? Yeah, I am. But I don't have a directory Opus yet installed here, so that's why I am doing that from the system. Let's see this one in new browser. Proceed. Yes, and if we search with igame, I think in the uploads 300, for example, here we can find some screens that we need. So we have RTG, but I don't know if I want to use this big download. or do I? Let's download that. Okay. And that is going to go in the downloads. It won't take too much. So the URL of this FTP that you can find the front end for your browser is ftp2.grandis.nu/turan/ftp, turan/ftp, and then you can search for igame and things like that. And until this is finished, let's go and update our igame. So if you remember, in the settings we have prefer igame.data selected, and if I do again a scan repository, I believe that everything will take the right title and get into the right category. But it needs again to scan all the repository, all the folders or the files, to find the igame data file and correlate it with every game, and then update the information. And this way, by just doing that, you have everything. You will see that titles like this one for the A train is going to be much better written, if everything goes well, of course. And the download is 32%, so it's not going to take too much. Let's go and download directory opus from, I think there is a version on Aminet, the opus. Amiga is known for the multitasking, so that's why I'm doing everything in parallel, to stress a little bit the system and see how well it is working. Okay, because if you have such a fast Amiga with the PiStorm, you need to stress it a little bit, don't you think? Okay, let me sort everything by date and reverse it and see if I can find the latest version of directory opus 4. .16 JR. Let's download this one. Okay. And if I go to applications, internet, so yeah, that is finished. Okay, and everything is changed. So if you see here, A-Train got a lot better naming. Categories are fixed here right now. If we go, for example, action FPS, we have all the FPS games without us doing anything else. And here you can see OCS, ECS. If we select ECS, OCS, we have all the FPS games that are ECS based. So if we quit right now and start igame again. We have everything as before. And actually what you can do is, I want for example the AGA FPS that is alien. So you can stream down the what you are looking for with multiple filtering. Let's wait, the images are somewhere close to 87%. Cool. So what I'm going to do now is to check the directory opus that G2 proposed. Let me download that, extract that into RAM. Like that. Although there is an install script, I will try it with without installing it. Let me move it into utilities, because I think when you install it, it copies files like libs, this one, the scripts from the S. It tries to copy that into your system, so I want to keep them inside the directory opus folder, to have them all together. So now it's 98%, just a little bit more. Just a few bytes. And the reason why I don't run it right now is, if it crashes, I'm going to lose the whole download. G2 says, amazing how such a small machine multitasks. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's pretty good, but I think PiStorm does a lot of heavy lifting. AmigaOS is the king of the multitasking. It is. Okay, it works just fine, it seems. Let me go to configure, screen, screen mode. Okay, workbench use, and that will make it open in the workbench. Okay, and then if we resize it like that, cool. And what I want to do is to go to applications. Let me increase the fonts so that it can be readable for you as well. Yes, but configure, screen, fonts. I need to select here the custom buttons, disk names, directory window, I think, like that. Yes, it's much better. So going to internet, downloads, and we have here the screens. So it's 98 megabytes if and I have a lot of RAM. So let's see if that will extract it here. Yeah, it does. And I see that this file also includes the igame.data files. So you can use this one only to download it. This one is under uploads mrv2k, who is the user who creates these compilations. Okay, so as soon as it finishes, we will copy everything again into my hard disk and rescan the repository of the games. Directory Opus is very good in everything it does, good customization in almost all its aspects. Exactly, Chitu. The thing is, if I understand correctly, you are a Directory Opus 4 user. What is your opinion about Directory Opus 5, the Magellan, which replaces Workbench completely if you want? What do you think? For me personally, Directory Opus 4 is enough. I don't need something else. I see a lot of good things that the Directory Opus 5 has. The one thing that I love on Directory Opus 5 is that you can have FTP folders, FTP servers mounted as a folder, and you can even copy from one FTP to another, which is something that I haven't found anywhere else, any other program doing something like that, which is great. And yeah, it is convenient to have something like that. But I don't like to have it as a replacement for the Workbench. I would prefer to have it opening on its own screen and do stuff that I want on Directory Opus 5. C2 says I love 5, even as a Workbench replacement. Okay, yeah. That has a lot more customization. And since right now it is free of charge and open source, you can download and use it at any time. The unfortunate thing is that no one pick up the job to make it even better. I know that Roman Kalkin did a lot of work. He's going with the Cassie username in various Amiga forums, but since then, since his initial job, no one continued doing anything with that. It would be much better, I guess. C2 says, or from one FTP to multiple other FTPs. Yes, yeah. Because you can have the other FTPs as hard disks mounted, and you can have all of them as targets, right? And you can copy something there. Yeah. Cool. So this finished. iGame screens, games here, retro plays, game. Okay, and from here all, copy, replace all, and that will be great. So as soon as it finishes, if everything goes well, You see, that's the thing. It copies files really fast, and at some points it slows down to the death. Let me open the EMU control and see if something is related to caching. You see, now stopped. And again, it copies a lot of files. I don't know if the device for the SD card is optimized as much as possible, or there is something else that needs to be addressed and takes time or something. But this behavior is weird. It might be something with the file system as well. So I will need to again give a try to different file systems after I'm getting a good backup. Chito says on OS4 machines is so fast. Yeah, because there we have serial data hard disks with a lot of megabytes transfer every second, and the memory is much faster as well. The video stream breaks up a little. Maybe it's my part though. Yeah, I'm getting some skipped frames as well, says Aris Amiga. Okay. Maybe my internet connection behaves again. That won't be good because after we do that, I would like to show you some games, and that won't be good if we have drop frames. But again, I would like to mention that even if there are some issues with the copy of the files, we can't complain about PiStorm too much, because what they achieved so far is tremendous, and I think it's only going to get better and better in the future, as a lot of people are using it, and they are going to put more, the developers are going to put more effort in having everything working fine. But it might be my SD card as well, so I'm going to try another SD card and see if that's the problem. Chito says maybe a router restart before the gaming part of the stream. Yeah, we will see how it goes. Now it shows to me that it is 60 frames per second. Do you still have these drops? Yeah, maybe the connection, the internet connection is not the optimal right now. Chito says nothing comes close to PiStorm and at that price. Yeah, exactly. But again, I don't think that everything is perfect right now with the PiStorm. So someone has to justify how exactly it works and what they want to do, and having at that price RTG, Wi-Fi, a really fast CPU, it's great, I think. Maybe my internet doesn't is not fast enough to copy the image from the workbench that just changes the title over there. I don't know. We will try to do some gaming, and if we see that there is a problem with the network, I will try to drop the stream and do a restart of the router and see if that makes it better. Aris Amiga says, did they release the Wi-Fi functionality? Yeah, they did. It's an alpha version yet. And in last week I showed how exactly it can be installed with Roadshow. Today I'm using the PCMCIA again because I had some issues to connect with the Wi-Fi before the stream, so probably something with the router. I don't know. But it works, and we had some benchmarking last week that showed that it is faster than the PCMCIA. And depending on your network, it can even connect to 5G and give you much faster downloads, uploads, and things like that. So let's say not many left to complete. One more. Okay, we are done. Perfect. Quit. Igame. Okay, let me ask it to do a scan. It will be much faster than what directory opus needed to do. And after this is finished, I'm going to enable again the screenshot in igame. And give again a try about the bug that the user mentioned with the PiStorm, and see if that if we can replicate it. He also told me that he tried Magic User Interface 5. He was using 3.8, but he tried also the Magic User 5, and he had the same issue there. So we will see. Okay, saving game list. Great. Settings. Save. So if I check something, we have a nice big screenshot, and it is pretty fast. Show all. So let's start a train. Cancel, okay. Let me disconnect so we don't have a conflict with WHDLoad, and try, how about that? Okay, let's go from the other side, and it seems it's working fine. I never played this game. It seems like it is a Galaga with a 3D one. Interesting. Okay, F10. Is it going to start again? No. So I can't replicate that problem. Fast and beautiful, yes. Great. So, igame is working fine as it should. Let me quit iBrowse. And next, what I would like to show you. First of all, I have some RPG games here, and I would like to show you a couple of them and how they are working with the PiStorm. Now you will see that the icons are different from the rest of my system, and if you are familiar with other packages for the PiStorm, you will see that this might remind you one of them, which is the CafeInOS, and that's true because I got these files from CafeInOS. The guy that is working on this package has a lot of games, all the games that you see here there, and with all the needed files, and you can start and play with them. Chito says, quick comment, you are using the best controller ever. Yeah, Tomahawk, the Tomahawk joystick. This specific, I have it since I was 15, 14, something like that. Exactly this specific one. And it works fine. So all the games that you see here, I got them from the CafeInOS. I copied them as they are into this that installation, just to show you how they are working, to take an idea how fast the system is. So I'm going to start with the Dark Forces here. This is a game that was recently ported by BS Zilli, a guy that works a lot with classic Amiga and Morphos ports, and let's try that. Now, this game is working in specific resolution. I think it's 320 to 240. I don't know if you can listen to the music. But I would like to mention here that you see that the aspect is not right. So you might have it on your system as well, especially if you get these files from the CafeInOS. Let me show you before I play how you can fix it. So this game opens in RTG, of course, so that's why I don't need to switch to the native screen. This is using 320 to 200 or 240, I don't remember quite well. And this is a little bit squeezed. So what you need to do is to go to the P96 preferences and find those resolutions 320 to 200 and disable the double scan. If I go and do a test here, you will see that it has this squeeze from the side. So if I remove the double scan, you will see that it is spread right now. So okay, I'm going to go to all of these, and that changes to from 30 to 60 Hertz. And I'm going to do the same for the 320 to 240. Accept and tested. Reboot now. Great, we managed to boot. Let's go and see the game. Star Wars Dark Forces. As you can see, the screen now is much better. So let me start, begin mission. Okay. You can see how fast this is going, right? Of course, the resolution is a low resolution of 300 pixels. It's not that you could have it working on, let's say, 1080p or something. But the game is quite playable. next mission.
Kyle delivers the plans to the Rebel Alliance. Soon afterwards, the Death Star is destroyed. But even as the Alliance celebrates this victory, another sinister plot is set in motion that will become an even greater concern for the Rebellion.
The Emperor has approved your test demonstration, General Monk.
Thank you, Lord Vader. What I unveil today will mark a new era for the Empire. We will be able to decimate the rebels just as we did the Jedi Knights. At last, the Emperor's war will be filled only with the glory and beauty of decisive victory.
A noble cause, General. I hope the demonstration lives up to your claims. Proceed.
With pleasure. Dark Trooper, release.
To know, I don't think that this is playable on 1230. 1240, 1260, yeah, I think so. But it might also need 100 megahertz 060.
Very impressive, General. The Emperor will be most pleased. Continue with your project.
Certainly, Lord Vader.
Thank you, Commander, for responding at such short notice. The Empire has been keeping us on the run since the destruction of the Death Star. 5 days ago, the Empire attacked one of our secret bases in the city of Talay.
This is TAC base to anybody out there. Please, we're under Imperial attack. There was no warning at all. Total devastation. They broke through our shield. They broke through our shield!
TAC base was destroyed within minutes. Many innocent people in the surrounding city, as well as the rebel staff, were killed. Intelligence thinks that this may be an act of retaliation for the destruction of the Death Star.
Interesting. This looks like it could be a normal Imperial attack, except for those sounds.
Very perceptive, Commander. I know you understand that all we discuss here is classified. This Imperial officer, Crix Medine, wishes to defect to the Alliance. He has supplied us with information on the development of a new Imperial weapon. Those sounds you heard, we believe, come from that weapon. A new type of stormtrooper, the Dark Trooper.
A new stormtrooper that can take out a rebel base that quickly? I should have kept working for the Empire.
The Rebel Command is not taking this lightly. They have authorized me to hire you to find out if there is a threat, and if there is, to shut it down. That is, if you are still on our side.
This could be interesting. Alright, I'm in. But I think I'll need some help on this one. I want Jan Ors as my mission officer.
Certainly. Then I will let Jan brief you further on your mission objectives. Thank you, Commander, and may the Force be with you.
Cito says maybe this shows the future of games and possible apps for classic Amigas with very fast processors and RTG and RAM. Absolutely. I think that this opens a new era for the classic Amigas, the PiStorms. Hello, Aoriyama Key of the Blood. That's a great game, yeah. And I'm going to show the Blood game later. Hello, thanks for the follow. Let's see the second mission, how it works. Can you try to imagine the Alien 3D? How would be if we had this kind of hardware back then?
You're not authorized in this area.
The game is Blood is, you're right, the game is pretty good. I don't know how I'm going to stop playing and continue with the rest of the games that I would like to show to you. I might miss a key somewhere because I can't open this door over there, so I need to find something or stop somewhere here and let's see another game. So funny story, I was at Goodwill and I found Jedi Outcast at Goodwill for PC. Yeah, great. They are doing a lot of discounts for this game in Steam and I think the GOG.com. Chito says we will definitely see Doom Killers on Amiga, or we had that processor, if we had that processor back then. Imagine having psygnosis or psygnosis, artistic power and that hardware, and others of course, yeah. Let's see Blood. Blood is one, again, one more game that was ported by PS Zilli for the 68K systems.
I live again.
Exceptional game. I think right now it works on.
You're going to need a bigger boat.
This one works on 640. Let me find it. You don't? Yeah, 640 to 480. Full screen. And I am dead. New game.
I live again. I need a key. Open for business.
that is blood, a lot of blood. How unreal that we are watching a machine that was produced 31 years ago or more keeps evolving. Yeah, that's because of this community. Otherwise, and the people who are working on boards, on hardware, software. Let's see something else. Let's see Death Rally, for example. That's also one of the ports, the recent ports that happened. A PC game, a racing one. Again, all these games I got them from the CafeInOS. So if you have a PiStorm and you want to get them, they are included in this distribution. CafeInOS has a lot of demos, games, emulators to play games from different systems. Applications, you can find a lot of applications installed ready for you to use. It's freely available, so don't go to any eBay scam and pay for that. There is, you can find it, though I think there is a Discord server. If you want to find it, you have to go to Facebook PiStorm page and ask there. I think the developer of this distribution is there. So let's play. Start a new game. No weapons. Easy. As easy as possible. The game, the scenery is 3D, at least it looks like that. And what you are doing is compete against the others, get money, make your car better or buy better cars. And try to beat every race. Second is good. Music is not at the level of Lotus. Of course not, but it is not a Lotus. So right now I have $1,000. Let's make our engine better and go for the next one. Maybe you could say that this game was influenced by Nitro from Psygnosis, especially when you see the lights in front of your car. Oh no! Ah! Ah! I tried. And it just crashed. No matter. SLD Snake, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Local holiday today, so I forgot about the stream. Yeah, no worries, no worries. Glad you're here. Did you have a good time today? I guess out of work, right? So today we are playing a few games with the PiStorm Amiga. I'm showing some of the RPG games that I found from the CafeOS distribution, and we saw the Star Wars Dark Forces, the Blood, and Death Rally. Let me see now. Let's try a little bit the Diablo. Yep, great. Yeah, at some point the connection dropped completely. Just now. Okay, thanks, Chito. So yeah, I had some drop of the connection. Thanks for letting me know. So we had a crash after we closed the game, the Death Rally. So let's go and have as soon as SLD Snake joined us, internet blowed up. Great. Let's see Diablo. Again, a recent port, I think. No, it's not your fault. My internet is behaving today a lot, so yeah, something is wrong. So that's a recent port. This started first as a port that was done for the Vampire computers, and it's working fine for the PiStorm. Sometimes when I start it for the first time, it doesn't seem to work that well. It's the PC games port, yeah. Yeah, they crash. Sometimes they crash. What can you do? Or did it open in the native? I don't remember. Let's try that again. Maybe it started from the native side, but I should listen to some music. No, it's not from this side, nor from this side. It should work, I guess. The Amiga didn't crash. The crash was transferred to the stream. Yeah. You see, the Amiga is alive, but I don't see any screen. Almost alive. Now it's not alive. let's try that again. It should work. I tried that a few days ago, it was working. And it plays quite well on the PiStorm. Diablo, you know, Diablo is one of the best games out there, released back in the day for the PCs. When I saw that for the first time at the house of my best friend, and I was drooling. It was pretty good. Okay. So it tries to open 640 full screen. Let's make it not a full screen and see if that shows us anything. Game information about game. Okay, let's save it and try this way. Let me see also the information here. Okay, it is an Iconex, so if I open this, I will see some information. Now I don't know why the stack is disabled. Okay, I will leave it as it is, but I will do the following. I will go here with a new shell and I will run the command xp 1.4/Diablo, like that. Now it works, you see? But I did that with the shell just to see anything that goes wrong, something that will give me an idea of why it was failing. Let me see, can we go to full screen from here? Graphics, okay. Okay, let's see. So I think it has to do something with the full screen mode, and it crashed. Interesting. At some point I need to close that that case, but I'm not doing that right now because I have ordered something that is quite interesting to show you next week for the PiStorm here, which is, so don't miss next week stream. I hoped that I would have it here today, so I could show that today, but unfortunately didn't get on time. Teaser, yeah, that's a teaser. Am I a wizard, Chito? Because I can't make this computer boot, as you can see. Again. We have a solution for that. Let's try that again and see if we can manage to make it work. Boot options, disabled, use, boot. I think I'm going to spend the weekend to making backups and format that big partition. Magic is not an exact science. Yeah. We put it, and if we go again to hard disk toolbox, partition drive, and disable the auto mount. SLD Snake, I was showing earlier how I managed to fix the problem that I had with the booting of the Amiga because of one of the partitions. That happened the last week, and now it mounted just fine. So let's go and try again. Diablo. Let's see if I have the not full screen selected, the configuration. Full screen 0. Okay. Show FPS 1. Okay, it works like that. It doesn't work like that. Okay, it crashes. SLD Snake says I have to make an installation to the 3.2.2 ROMs and the Blue SCSI for the 4000D. Blue SCSI too, right? Are you hoping to get the Wi-Fi from that as well? Wi-Fi connection using the Blue SCSI? System mounter mount. Okay. So it seems that the Diablo doesn't want to work. Let's try this one. Alien breed. Yeah, okay, it doesn't work. It misses one of the necessary libraries. How about this one? Okay, Pola. Nice. So engine. Let's have a game as it is. Genetic species.
Welcome to Cantex.
Oh god. Let me see if I can change a little bit the keys. Display settings. Okay. Control setup, mouse control, disabled, enabled. Air control, turn left, turn right, forwards, Q, not Q, W. Backwards, fire. Okay, leave it as it is. Okay. Launch probe. Okay, let's try that right now.
Welcome to Cantex.
Right shift, left shift. I think we are better now. Operate door. E. Let's connect. Let's go now.
Welcome to Cantex.
Okay. As you can see, this is really fast right now. But we are playing in native mode.
Energy.
Okay. I think that this game, it is exclusive for the AmigaOS.
Energy.
I think I'm dead. Let's see if we can have it on RTG or something. So if I go to display settings, no. No. Settings, no. Or it might be something from outside the game. Control, game settings. Ah, here it is.
Error occurred.
It is missing the RTG master. Okay. So if I go and increase that to 640 high detail and standard AGA,
Error occurred.
is only available for cyber graphics screen modes. Okay, high detail mapping, standard AGA. View settings.
Welcome to Cantex. Energy.
Hey Javier, welcome to the stream. Genetic species, yeah. Cool game, RTG. Yeah, I need to. I got this game from the Caffeine OS package, along with some others. And yeah, I need to install RTG master here. Something that is missing a library, unfortunately. The move is not so smooth. It seems that it loses some frames, but it plays quite well. It's the PiStorm, yes, Javier. It's an AGA with a fast processor, exactly. No, I don't. I didn't download from Aminet. It's from the Caffeine OS package, which I got all these games just to give it a try and see how they are working. Let's see about Doom. I don't remember if that works. Let's give it a try. So if I see the okay, what's that? Okay, so if I go and do new cell here and do stack 500,000, for example, do Doom. Nothing happens. Maybe something is missing, so if I go to utilities and open SnoopDOS and do that again, okay, it misses the Doom sound library. Is it here? No. I guess that this was, let me see, yeah. So I'm missing a library which I didn't get from the Caffeine OS. That's why it doesn't work. But Doom Attack, does it work? Let's see. What resolution does it try to open? Is icon X? Does it have any information here or something? No. Do we have a config? Mouse, okay, joystick, video, 640 to 200, screen mode, why, I don't have a clue. Let's go 640 to 480, and keys, it says turn left ZX, turn left, okay, Z. Okay, walk backwards, S, walk, okay, Strife, use E, save, okay, that's for nice. Let's see now, much better. New game. Hey, skill level, help me plenty. Nice. Whoa. I think you can see how fast this is, right? Javier says, if I recall correctly, there was a patch to use RTG with genetic species or and update. Don't remember RTG now. Yeah, I think it needs some kind of a package for the RTG. I'm not sure exactly what kind of library. There is a Doom bench here. Let's try that. I don't know if it works. Shows up at the top corner something around 58 to 60 something 70 frames per second. I don't know if that benchmark shows some kind like an average FPS at the end, but let's see how it goes. But it seems quite fast. And from these I would like to see AD. I think they are used somewhere else. Speed. Anyway, and there are different versions. Doom. Doom 1, I guess. Yes. Let's see, can we go higher? Although that I think that resolution it's fine, but let's see how far can we go. Oh no, 640 is the highest. Remapping, window mode, auto look centering. Okay. And it loads quite fast. Now I think it will work just much better for me. Okay, let's go. The speed is just crazy. This is much more smooth than genetic species and much more fun to play, but sometimes it might be uncontrollable fast. I guess later with more enemies in the same screen it's going to be much better. Nice. What else? Strife. Let me catch with the chat. Chito says PiStorm seems to run Doom like nothing. Yeah, well, Pi should Doom like butter, and Quake, and Wolfenstein 3D. For my taste, it's too fast in my opinion. Does it have a deathmatch net option? I am not sure, Javier, if the net is working. The resolution was 640 to 480.
For those that did not die became
Chocolate
mutations of humanity. Some became fanatics who heard the voice of a malignant god in their heads and called themselves the Order. Those of us who were deaf to this voice suffer horribly and are forced to serve these ruthless psychotics who wield weapons more powerful than anything we can muster. They destroy our women and children so that we must hide them underground and live like animals in constant fear for our lives.
I would like to see Heretic or Excel on this game. On this machine, sorry. The first versions.
But you're the hope, my only chance.
Okay. This seems to be able to go to really high resolutions. Let's try something higher, if it is possible. 1024 to 768. Okay, configure keyboard. Move forward, down, right, jump, space. Okay. Yes. And the Doom-like game, but with a spaceship. This one, you mean? The Strife. This is the first time that I'm starting playing that. I have never tested that before. And maybe the higher resolution is not the best idea I had so far. Yeah, cast. This one looks like RPG. Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure. I haven't played that before. So I'm going to show you some RTS game. Let me mount the hard disk. Okay. Earth 2140. Descent is a great game. I can't play it. That rotation of the spaceship it's crazy for me. I don't like that too much. Napalm is pretty good, and I think we have a crash again. So I don't know why these are crashing. Trying to remember the last time that I tested, if I tested the 800 to 600 resolution. But I think this is too much. Let's try that again. Loading graphics, interface. Come on, start. It's a great game. Descent is a great game, though. But as you said, I'm getting dizzy as well. Let's try Napalm now. It needs RTG master as well. Okay. Which one? Let's try this one. That's Cyber Graphics. I guess that if you try them on the Caffeine OS where I found them, you're not going to have these issues with the RTG master missing, because the guy who develops that package took everything in consideration. I just copied the files to my setup and I'm trying to make them work. Cool, new missions. Okay, cancel, start a new game, normal.
Global Defense Initiative selected.
Are you picking this up? Good. I know you need more deep background, but we're up against it. Non-forces have fortified this beachhead at X-16Y42. Intelligence is still coming in, so we can't tell you a lot. We found a chink in their armor. Commander Carter can sneak you and some backup forces on shore right here. You may get some artillery support from his gunboats, but this is mostly grunt work. Your mission is simple. Knock out all fortifications, eliminate all non-troops, and establish a beachhead by building your base. Good luck.
Moving out. Got it.
Construction options. Building. Construction complete. New construction options. Building. Construction complete. Cannot deploy here. New construction options. Building. Unable to comply. Building in progress. Unable to comply. Building in progress. Unit ready. Unit ready. Building. On hold. Cancel. Building. Unit ready. Building. Unit ready. Building. Mission accomplished.
It is unbelievable. Yeah, CNC and Red Alert, Command and Conquer and Red Alert, they are available. And back in the day, people, even if they had PCs, they were playing these games in the same resolution. I don't think that they were playing them in 1024 to 768. They should have really fast systems to play that.
Good job with the beachhead, Commander. It's time to bring you up to speed on Nod so you know what you're dealing with. This is Kane, the self-appointed leader of the Brotherhood of Nod. Stand by, I'll link us up.
Condition critical. Know why Nod had this beach bottled up? They're protecting a big Tiberium refinery that intelligence somehow missed. We need backup now. Nod troops are pouring out of their base, strangling our foothold. We gotta knock out that refinery, eliminate all Nod forces before we lose our position. I don't know how long we can hold out.
Javier says T0 with, if I recall, it was only Aga. Yeah, it was.
Building. Unable to comply. Building in progress. Unable to comply. Building in progress. Reinforcements have arrived. Unit ready. Reinforcements have arrived. Unit ready.
Got it. Yes, sir. Moving out. Reporting. Moving out. Unit reporting. Moving out.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Low power.
Waiting order. Affirmative.
Building. Unit ready. Building.
Acknowledged. Moving out.
Unit ready.
Moving out.
Building.
You got it.
Unit ready. Building. Construction complete. Unit ready. New construction options.
You got it.
Building.
Waiting. Right away, sir.
Unit ready.
Right away, sir.
Building. Unit ready.
Waiting. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
You got it.
Building.
Moving out.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Lost.
Ready. Waiting. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Moving out.
Unit lost.
Waiting order.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Affirmative. Ready and waiting. You got it.
Unit lost. Unit lost. Building. Unit lost. Unable to comply with new progress. Unit lost. Building.
You got it.
Unit ready. Building.
Waiting order.
Unit ready.
Reporting. Ready and waiting.
Reinforcements have arrived. Unit lost. Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Building. Unit lost.
Yes.
Unit
Moving out.
ready.
You got it. Yes, sir. Ready and waiting. You got it. Right away, sir. Yes, sir. Moving out. Moving out. Roger. Yes, sir.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
Roger. You got it.
Building. Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Right
ready.
away, sir. Acknowledged.
Building.
Moving out.
Unit ready. Building.
Reporting. Yes, sir.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
Acknowledged. You got it. Ready and waiting. Right away, sir. Unit reporting.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building. Unit ready.
Waiting order. Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building. Unit ready.
Reporting. Yes, sir.
Building. Unit ready. Building.
Reporting. Right away, sir.
Unit ready.
Not a problem.
Building.
Reporting.
Unit ready.
Roger.
Javier says, can you try Payback demo in software renderer? Is it on Aminet that I can download it?
Building. Unable to comply. Building in progress. Unit ready. Unit ready. Mission accomplished.
As far as I know, yes. Okay. Let me connect online. So as you can see, the game plays just fine. Let's give a try to the Payback. Payback demo. Okay. I don't remember if that requires some specific kind of software. I don't think so, right? Let's give it a try. O20, 16 megabytes AGA or graphics card, 20 megabytes hard disk space. That's fine. We can try it on both AGA and graphics card, unless if it requires cyber graphics. I wonder why Diablo didn't work. Come on, boot. I really can't understand why sometimes this is happening with the reboot. Okay, let's get online. Yes, okay. let's go. Payback. Let's see how it plays. It just broke PiStorm. Unvaluated volume, or I don't think so, because I'm not auto-mounting the games, and the game that I was playing is stored in that partition, so the rest of the partitions were not even used. So I don't know why this is happening. Maybe it's a problem with the SD memory. I'm going to make a copy of that and try that again. But it is weird, and I wonder if others have the same problem. I'm using the fast file system with because the last time I tried to format a partition with SFS, all the partitions broke. But I also would like again to give it a try. I think a couple of streams ago I had a guy here in the stream saying to me that if you want to format with SFS, you better don't use the dot recycled, otherwise it might break the partition. So at some point I would like to give it a try again. Quit. We have applications, internet, downloads, and here we have Payback demo. Okay, extract in memory. Okay, let me copy that here. Yep, SD cards are sometimes delicate, yeah. And PFS3, PFS3 is fine. I don't like the situation where it when you try to write something, it stops for a while to cache data and then starts writing. That's why I don't prefer it a lot. Choose software renderer screen mode. Let's go with 640 to 480, much better. Hardware renderer mode, nothing, save as it is, and we have Payback demo here and work OS. Okay, let's try that. That looks promising. Needs joystick, yes. Okay, this is for audio. Wow. Control setup. how do I get the car? With enter. What do you think, Javier? Nice. Yeah, it plays quite fast. Let's graphics options. Yeah, those are only if you have a graphics card, I guess. Motion blur off, on. Okay. You see the difference? If you open the FX flares only, those okay. You see how slow it becomes if you enable the blur. So if I go out and disable that, it gets much better. Would you like me to increase the graphics resolution? That is a great game. I haven't seen that being sold anymore by anyone as used. It seems that anyone who has that in a CD, they don't want to sell it. Yeah, it plays pretty well. Now it is 800 to 600, I guess. You did the translation, Javier? Good, nice. That's a great game. And recently there was a new version for the OS 4, a patched version, I guess, that can be used in newer graphics cards. Spanish, nice, well done, man. Did you get the game free of charge back then? Do you have the CD-ROM? And no, the next question is not going to be, do you sell it? So, that's actually what I had in my mind to show you today. I hope you got a good idea on the games and how they are working. The PiStorm is a very good system to hardware to enhance your Amiga. Mine has some issues here and there with maybe it is because of the SD card, maybe it is something else. I still have to figure it out, but have in mind that I am whatever you see in this stream, that's my experience with PiStorm. I'm not doing a lot of work outside the streams, just things like create the package of the retro plays with the WHDLoad because it takes a lot of time and things like that. At some point, at this point, I would like to thank you all for being here today and staying with me. I hope this was interesting for you, and I hope that you have seen something interesting, something that you might didn't know, and that can be useful. Next week I'm planning to have to still continue using the PiStorm and have some applications to have a look on, like the Lightwave 3D and how we can make it work. I know that because we are using RTG, if we don't want to use the native screens, and because this RTG is based on Picasso, we might need to use node promotion. At least that's what was happening on OS 4, so we are going to see that, and I hope that we can make it work. We might be able to see Cinema 4D as well, Deluxe Paint, and anything else that you might want to see, please send me a message and I will try to have that in the next stream. Yeah, that's all for today. I would like to thank you all again for being here and remind you that if you would like to follow me and all my developments for Amiga, that are applications that I'm developing and all this stuff, you can follow me on my Ko-fi page that I'm using to post my news. You can find it there at ko-fi.com/Volkero. I would like to thank all my monthly supporters, who are Breed, Christopher White, Daniel Jedlika, Emek, Livelord, and Tim Grooms. And I think it's time to see if anyone else is streaming something about Amiga and give them a raid. Thanks again everyone for being here. I hope you have seen how useful this kind of hardware is for us, for the Amiga users, for the Amiga community, for playing and using more our systems. I see that there is some Amiga gaming on Amiga Live right now, so let's give them a raid. Thanks again everyone. Have a great weekend, and see you on Tuesday. Remember, we have the AmigaOS 4 gaming nights. I'm going to finish Heretic 2. I know what I need to do, so stay tuned, and we are going to see some other games as well. And next Friday with the PiStorm. See you soon and have a great weekend. Bye bye.